Well, today is Earth Day, and on the agenda are rare earths. Those are the little-known elements behind everything from iPods to hybrid cars and eco-friendly light bulbs. But what are they? Judith Kinnaird, who is Professor of Economic Geology at the School of Geosciences at Wits University, joins us for more on this. Morning, Judith. What are rare earths? My first thing is we're on Earth, and there's only one of us, so we're extremely rare indeed. But what are these rare earths? Are they rare?
Well, that's a very good question. The rare earths are a group of chemical elements. There's 15 of something called the lanthanides, plus 2 other elements, scandium and yttrium, which have similar properties. And in fact, they're not really hugely rare. They're more abundant than things like tin, silver, gold, and platinum. And in fact, even the least abundant of the rare earths are more abundant than gold and platinum. The problem comes in actually mining them, and they're not easy to mine.
Why? How are they found?
They're not easy to mine because if you have something like a lead deposit, say, you have a lead compound and you know how much of that is in the your resource, and how much lead is in that mineral. The problem with the rare earths is that they're complex minerals, and any particular mineral that has rare earths might have anywhere from 10% to more than 70% rare earths in that mineral. And secondly, you don't know when you're mining them how much rare earths are in particular minerals. So actually assessing an ore deposit and the tonnage of your rare earths is not easy.
Sounds like it should be called difficult earths rather than rare earths.
Indeed.
Difficult to isolate, difficult to find.
Indeed they are. When you mine them, as well as this problem that they have different amounts of each of these rare earths in them, you have to process them to get the individual components out, and that is difficult and might be deposit specific.
Your title is Professor of Economic Geology at Wits, which is an interesting combination. So what are the economics of this geology?
Well, rare earths have become a very important commodity going forward in strategic industries, and so much so that America and the European community have described these as strategic metals going forwards. Now, the price has gone up quite considerably because until 2009, China was producing about 95% of the world's requirements. And in April 2009, they announced that they were restricting export quotas. They wanted to beneficiate for themselves. So that had quite a dramatic effect on the price. And for example, the rare earths are divided into 2 groups, light rare earths and heavy rare earths. And the light rare earths are much cheaper than the expensive heavy rare earths. And for example, by mid 2011, the price of neodymium metal had gone up to from a base of about $30 a kilo to over $300 a kilo. And similarly with dysprosium, the heavy rare earth example, that went up to over $3,000 a kilo and has fallen back to now about $1,000 a kilo. But the prices are still much higher than they were in 2010. And looking forward to about 2015, 2016, the amount of rare earths that we will need will double at the same time as China's output is going from about 95% to 66% of the current world requirements.
In South Africa, these are not names that come at the end of the radio bulletins. We were saying earlier, this country, we have the gold price at the end of every radio bulletin. What is the investment equation for South Africa in particular with these? Do we have a lot of them, and are people investing in mining them?
We have some of them. In fact, until the 1990s, South Africa was a producer. But then what happened in the 1990s is that China undercut several of these operations, and operations in California, South Africa and such closed, but we have several projects now, Steenkampskraal, Sandkops Drift in the Northern Cape and Glenova further north of here. So we are likely to be significant producers by about 2014, contributing to that shortfall from the Chinese.